Hello guys, how are you? I hope you will be very fine. And today is our class for economics student, for especially 12th and BPSC and those who want to know for basic economics. So here is first question is economics. What is economics? My basic question is, what is economics? In economics, we studies human activities that is called economics. So human activity is two type, means that activity in a human activity that is returned for money, means that one work that reward you money, that you can measure in monetary term, that is called economic activity. Economic activity. Here is what in economic we study human activity. That human activity is called, even defined in a different way, but here we divide first. Human activity are work or that reward you money or that are measured in monetary term, that is called economic activity. So in an economic activity you get reward, that is called economic activity. But where is no reward, but here is also activity like labor of mother, or you can say that cooking food. Whatever mother does work for us, she doesn't get any reward instead of that. So here it is very important to understand before we going through study other thing. First, economic activity. So in economics we study human activity, and those activity which are economic activity and we get some reward, that is called economic activity. So next is here. Now economics has two branch. It is divided mainly in two branch. One is microeconomics, other one is macroeconomics. One is micro, other one is macro. In a microeconomics we study problem related individual, individual, or this is related to this is a study at very basic point, very basic level. Means here in a micro level, all problem related to individual, industry, single industry, it's focus just on a single industry. But so here what is problem of single industry or individual? For individual there is a problem, and problem is utilization of resources, utilization of resources. This is a problem of every economy. Whatever they have resource, that resource should be maximum utilization or optimum utilization of resources. But what happened that due to some lack of infrastructure or other thing, they cannot utilize their resources at optimum level. It mostly happen in a developing country, less developed country, because there is no infrastructure, there is nothing. So it's a major concern. So here main basic thing is what to produce, how to produce, or for whom to produce. Here these three are basic concern for microeconomy. Every economy or every person have a limited resource, and in a given limited resource they have to think how to utilize, what to produce, how to produce, and for whom to produce. Just like if you take example for India, if India go for high tech, then India have to give up agriculture. If all labor of Indian or India goes in manufacturing sector, then India have less focus on agriculture. So here you have to decide what to produce. You have to produce less incentive, less labor incentive goods, or highly technical goods. So here is the main concern is that you have to produce capitalist goods or less labor intensive goods. So this is the major concern for every economy. Then how to produce? You have to take decision where you put your resources maximum. Sometimes you can produce the same goods with the help of capitals, and you can utilize labor. Now this time labor is becoming day by day costly, so it is very hard. So where is cheap? If labor is cheap, then you use labor. If capital is cheap, then you use capital, or you can mix both. So it depends on you. And then for whom to produce means that you are producing your goods for whom? For rich people, for welfare of society, or for middle class people. Just you see that if you make energy, then whole nation will get benefited. Everyone, you can use that in to develop infrastructure of country, public public transportation, factories, household can use those goods, those energy. So here, for whom to produce, these are the main concern in the microeconomics. So what we see that what to produce. So you take decision this on based demand. Here is what to produce, it based on demand. Just we are talking about market economy. Market economy work where there is a free. If economy is free, then it will produce what is demanded. If demand of agriculture foods, then we produce that. If demand of manufacturing, then we produce manufacturing goods. So if we get maximum benefit, we do that. So demand is actually based on market. We analyze the market and we produce those goods. So actually what happened that market demand is here a study. And for market demand, if demand here, then we study consumer behavior. Consumer behavior or demand, that is called demand theory. So first we have to study what consumer behavior, that is called demand theory or demand behavior. So in economic we can say that we study about the behavior of consumer through demand. How consumer demand of a particular goods. So on behavior of consumer, market demand will goes and down. So what to produce, totally decision depend on consumer behavior. Where demand is more, then supplier will come and they will produce those goods frequently. The next is how to produce. Next is how to produce. How to produce. It's totally depend on labor market and capital market. If labor is not cheap, we can produce with the help of capital. If capital is costly, then we can produce labor intensive goods. So labor intensive goods, so we analyze or we can use mix of both. So labor intensive goods and capital intensive goods, it's totally upon on that country. And so where if capital market, here we need lot of skilled labor to produce capital. And your labor should be very skilled. So with the help of both we can utilize. So actually capital market here is what that capital intensive. Intensive means that you maximum utilization of resources by capital. Next is for worm to produce, means that whatever you produce, for those you produce your goods for agriculture industry, for primary sector, secondary sector or tertiary sector, you can divide in other way for public sector or for private sector. You can that country produce for rich people or for poor people. The main goal of is what? Welfare or profit intensive, means that money making is here a play important role. If money making play a very important role, then they will produce what? Those goods that for rich people, because rich people they spend, they demand, and company make or country make money. If it welfare economy, then it will be burden for those poor people to country, because the main aim of country is welfare of people. So production cost government have to bear. Economy of India is mixed. Here is private sector also exist and public sector is also exist, and motto of public sector is welfare, doing welfare, and profit is for private limited. So these are the main topic of microeconomics. So in microeconomics, what we study how to produce, what to produce, 3, and for that demand, production depend upon demand, and according to demand, supplier supply. According to demand, supplier supply, producer will come in market and creates goods, produce goods. So that's why we study demand theory. And next is, according to that, supplier will come and supply. So we study about demand and supply according to market. The next is that, after that, we study market structure. Market structure means that if goods produce, then what kind of market? Means there is competition, full competition, perfect competition, monopoly, or less competition. So according to market structure we produce goods. It is very important to know about the market structure, and market structure is further divided in on the basis of number of consumer and producer. So next is here topic in a microeconomics we study about consumer, producer behavior. In a producer behavior we study about optimum utilization of resource. There are, in this theory we study different stages and where how producer will produce those goods and how consumer come to know that he is at a optimum level. So these are the topic, and next is that in a microeconomics we study market failure and success. Sometimes what happen that if that good you produce, if that work in market means that product is success, if that thing whatever you produce it doesn't success in market means that goods is failure. There are so many factors responsible for that. So here what we study that at a micro level we study demand, supply, producer behavior, market, success and failure of market. So we study this and it further divided in so many ways. So here is we study about what is microeconomics. So in a microeconomics is the economics that deal with this topic: demand, supply, producer, market, success and failure. These are the topic of microeconomics and everything goes around it. The next is what is macroeconomics? Here macro means big, it deals with the problem of whole economy. It deals with problem of whole economy. In a microeconomics is the economy that deals with the problem of whole economy. And here, what is the problem of whole economy? Question is very simple. What is the problem of whole economy? Problem of whole economy is employment. Employment. Generation of employment, because if government doesn't provide employment to its people, it's subject that it is a failure of system. So it is major concern to maintain employment, and for maintaining employment, government take managing everything. They take planning, action, employment for creation for employment. And employment, if government successful to employ more employee, it means that employment give production of goods and services. If goods and services increase in a country, that means that country become rich. If there is more employment, it means that that country produce more goods and services, and in a monetary term that country becomes rich. So, and country is full utilization of resource. So here, full employment, when country utilize or optimum utilization of resources, that is called full employment level. At a full employment level, only can country achieve its target. So here is the main concern of this. So now you try to understand that. So that's why in a macroeconomics we study theory of employment. Theory of employment is major part of macroeconomics, because if a country employ a more labor, then they have to arrange everything, resources, and they should have a very skilled labor. For skilled labor, they have to give education, make their younger or their people skilled. And if that country have a more skilled people, then they will earn more. Just like in China, even India, where government open so many engineering colleges, medical colleges, training institutes, so youngers they can get training and do work in favor of economy. So here is this. So theory of employment is a very important for that. The next is that to increase employment, government need to establishment to increase employment, government need to establishment of more factory. You can say that factory. If government want more employment, then government have to establish factory means government have to do investment. If government do more investment, then government can only produce more goods, more services, and for that they can employ more labor. But all for that government needs a huge investment, and investment depend on rate of interest. If interest rate is high, if it is high, low investment. If rate of interest is low, then high investment. Or government sometimes borrow money through other sector, through other country, in the form of FDI or FII. So maintain employment, it is very important. Government put on ice interest rate. So fluctuation of interest rate make economy or give economy a very bad shape. So investment depend on so many rate of interest and mainly others. So ultimately here FDI and FII, it also depend on rate of interest. So we see here that investment is low than high production, and if production is high, then high employment. These are the main thing, message we have to see. So topic of macroeconomics is theory and investment and rate of interest. Theory of full employment, rate of interest and investment. These are the major topic of macroeconomics, and theory of full employment is given by J.M. Keynes.